Hey, Steve, if you could just take us through the goodbye to DeMarco there at the end. I saw you all gave him the game ball. What was sort of that like for you and the coaching staff?
Yeah, we love Chris. We're going to miss him. He's been here 14 years, longer than I've been here. He's sopping wet in the locker room right now. The players just doused him with water. He gave a brief speech thanking everybody, and then the players all just bombarded him with water. So it was a good send-off. We gave him the game ball, and we're going to miss him. And it's bizarre, before the game, some of us went down to his new office right down the hall, and what a weird night, to have this be his final night in the arena that he's going to be coaching in. But it felt fitting. He needs to get to work in his new job, and I think it was a good compromise to have him finish out, basically until this point. Yeah, he's going to do great. He's a great coach. We're going to miss him.
Hi, Coach. I saw that 7 out of 8 players from the bench scored tonight with multiple points. So I wanted to ask you how important you think this thing is for rest of the season, especially at this point of the season.
Yeah, I think it's one of the strengths of our roster is the depth. I mean, I feel comfortable putting anybody out there, and we showed that tonight. And we got a lot of really good contributions. I thought Will Richard was fantastic. He and Melt, helped close the game with some great defensive plays, and Guy always brings great energy. You see the plus minuses from the bench; they're all sky high. So great work from the bench tonight.
Hey, Steve. I know you've seen Michael Porter Jr. a lot over the years in the West, but now that you finally got to see him up close and personal in this situation, what are your thoughts on the player he's rounded into here with Brooklyn?
Yeah, he looks great. Obviously, he's the focal point now here, whereas in Denver, he played off Jokic and he was fantastic. But now he's taking on more responsibility and more shot creation, and he's a tough guy to guard at that size with the way he moves and can put the ball on the floor and rise up and shoot over the top. He's tough to handle.
Is there a pathway for JK to get back in the rotation?
There is. It's tough because he's not really a short minute player. I played a bunch of guys 8-10 minutes. JK's a guy who needs rhythm. He's not like a Guy who's going to come in or Pat and just fly around and play with great energy for 4 minutes and come out. He needs some rhythm. So he always has to stay ready, and there's a pathway there. But right now it's not there. But things change quickly in the NBA.
Oh, Coach, how you describe the Chase performance tonight?
I'm sorry.
Chase.
Trace.
Yeah.
Trace was fantastic. Yeah, really did a great job. I didn't get him out there last night, and it didn't feel right because he's been playing so well. But the way Toronto was guarding Steph, we just felt like we needed to stay with our shooting bigs with Al and Quentin. So tonight was a great matchup for him. He did a hell of a job, helped turn the game in the second quarter.
I know you guys started the second half small. Was it just what did you see there in terms of going away from QP? Their athleticism. I just wanted to be a little more mobile and get the ball moving a little bit more. They had a wing guarding Quentin. Their Claxton was guarding Draymond anyway, so QP was basically playing the wing spot, and I just wanted to get a little more speed, a little more ball movement.
Hey, Steve. The second unit came in and sort of stabilized things at the end of that first quarter. What was that? Was it just like fresher legs or just like the back-to-back?
Yeah, with the back-to-back, we knew we were going to play a lot of people, which we did. I think we had 12 guys play 10 minutes or more. And we were going to play a lot of zone, which we did early in the game, and they scored almost every time. So we abandoned that, but we were doing everything we could to try to protect our starters' legs after the overtime game last night. This is also the second game of a 5-7 stretch. So it was great. That group came in and really got the game right, and from there it was really fun to watch everybody contribute.
Steve, these MVP chants in opposing arenas. You've seen it so much, but does it ever get old?
Never gets old coaching Steph Curry, I can tell you that. He's an amazing player, even better person, and team leader, and he captivates people all over the world for a reason. It's the beauty of his play and his movement and the fluidity of it all, but also just the person he is. I think I've never met a fan who didn't like Steph. Maybe in Cleveland or in the finals.
We have a microphone over here.
Late threes and the late shot clock threes early. And, but, once we switched to our man-to-man, we had pretty good attention on Cam Thomas and Porter Jr., even though both guys, had it going a little bit. I thought in the fourth quarter, our attention to Porter Jr. in particular was really good.
How crucial was Jimmy's getting to the free throw line in terms of controlling pace tonight?
Yeah, it was a big deal. I love when Jimmy's out there with four reserve players. It's there's a different vibe. He just takes over the game. Sometimes when he's out there with Steph, he defers, which is understandable, but he's at his best when he is attacking, getting to the line like he did tonight.
I think 23, 24 minutes for D'Anthony tonight. Finishes down the stretch. What are you seeing with him, and are you more comfortable now going above that 20-minute mark?
Yeah, 24 is now the new limit, and I talked to him yesterday in Toronto. He said his body's feeling really good, so it's a good sign. And hopefully we'll get to a point this season where he's able to play back-to-backs. But for now, we're being cautious.